Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Howard Hofeld. I am the Fishcake King, and I am here with Jake Brown. Oh, see, we have cameraman on tonight, so it'll switch back and forth when you actually talk. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so people can see you and do things. So we're doing a show. Normally, we talk about the DFS industry, but for any of you who know me and Jake, know we love basketball. We love us some basketball. So we're here. We're going to talk about pretty much everything, but it's not going to be our normal industry. Hey, why is Joe Drape saying this today? But I mean, not that I don't want to talk about that, but that's besides the point. But I don't know. We'll just go where we go. So, how excited are you for basketball? Tell me.
There's no time of year I'm more excited for. None. I don't like holidays as much as I like the start of the basketball season.
I'm stoked. I mean, like, I have to admit though, I'm trying to turn it on TV now. Jake and I are both big Sixers fans, and my enthusiasm is a little tempered because of the Ben Simmons injury. It just,
Yeah, because they won't be a good team this year, and they had a chance to be a decent team with Ben Simmons. So we're going to have to watch individual player development rather than team success yet again. So that's what's frustrating, but they're in a better spot.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get Simmons in the second half of the year, and I actually,
if you say so.
I mean, I don't know. Can't I just at least hold out
Why?
hope? Because you have to.
Sure, you have to, but they never do.
No, well, yeah, I mean, not same people in charge. Not the same people in charge. That's ultimately, I think that the enthusiasm for the Sixers this year showed how, like, in the preseason and in the summer, how much people wanted this team to be watchable. And that I think that the front office will pay attention to that, which is that if they do put out a watchable product, they can have a real fan base. If not, it'll just erode. Because nobody wants to be a laughingstock forever.
That's true.
I mean, well,
I'm obviously in the Rockets gear today, but that they are who have me a little less impressed even than the Sixers.
Well, I mean, they have a superstar. They have a top 10 player in the NBA. If you have a top 10 player in the NBA, you should be better than they are.
Yeah, I think they finished 500 last year and squeaked in on the last day as the 8th seed. But
I mean,
we'll get into it in a second. But the idea of James Harden starting the season at point guard is enough to make me intrigued with Pat Beverly out. So it should be fun.
That's like the old Iverson idea. Like, let's stop trying to figure out how to get the ball in his hand, and Iverson was originally that's actually the other way around. Iverson was originally a point guard, and
then they said, "Hey, you're not passing the ball."
Yeah, you're not giving the ball up. He'd be perfect for today's NBA, where you don't actually have to pass anymore. That's a get into our
set me up. What's going on?
So, well, I mean, there's a 3-game slate tonight, so I'm still playing. You don't play short slates, but like, talk to me about the game.
I just got my tablet. I loaded up DraftKings. I'm going to put a $4 entry in during the course of this as we talk.
All right, hold on. I'm going to at the very least, tweet this out. So,
now remember, you got to do it by 7:30.
What, the lineups? Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. We are live with NBA show. Me and Jakob Brown. All right, so at least now it's tweeted out. It exists. So I mean, I like short slates, but that I know you don't, and I get the idea of a short slate, 3-game slate with 240,000 entrants. Yeah, I mean, it's like NASCAR when it first came out. It's going to be a tie unless Yeah.
But also to that point, I think, obviously we're on one side of the whole multi-entry thing. Most people won't put 150 entries in on a 3-game slate multi-entry, I would think, as often as they do on a full slate. But it's opening night, so I fully expect people to, and I don't blame them.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to I'm playing over on FanDuel too, and I've been trying to. They keep releasing more single entries, like unlike DraftKings, if they fill a single entry, they'll open up a new one. Like, they're on their third $10 single entry, with 350 players. Hey, I'm on with Jake. You want to come on and say hi? Where's the dog?
What's up?
Hey.
Chris, We're playing. Are you gonna roll up for me?
Yeah.
We're on the air now. And
What a sweetheart.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about the 3-game slate real quick, we can do that, and then just get into general.
Oh, we can talk about the basketball on the 3-game slate. I think that, I was reading a piece that you wrote. You're writing some stuff about basketball. That piece, didn't you put something out about the Atlantic Division last night?
Yeah, I did one for that's a long story. I did one for each division, talking to sites, I think I'm just gonna give it to people behind the scenes for $5 to $10 for the whole league because that pays better. But for each division by now.
No, but my point about it was not not talking about the individual things you wrote about, but more about that people put too much credence into preseason.
Or previous seasons as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That to me is why the next 2 or 3 months it's my favorite time of any sport, because the data people are looking at preseason and past season, and it has, when you have 11 new coaches, I think you said, is that right?
Yep.
11 new coaches and all these different players. Like you don't plug and play in the NBA. It's just not the way it works. Different systems, different players. It changes everything. So there are very few teams that you can look at and go, oh, they have the exact same makeup. They should play.
Except for, worth noting, except for the first team in action tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe, are the only team that's like that.
Yes, but I even them, you're right. As far as I think that the gameplay.
God. Well, the only difference is theoretically Mozgov was the ideal starter last year, not Tristan Thompson, but we saw how that went late season. So that's the only major change. But this is a team that didn't really. What'd they lose? They lost Mozgov and Deladova, and they replaced them with what? They took Chris Anderson, Mike Dunleavy, and a second-round pick. So they haven't. The makeup of their team is almost identical.
I agree with the makeup, yes, but I think that's an example of, you have to think about it again, is they won their title now. They won their title. So not to say that they're not going to play hard or they're not going to play for this or that. They're going to save it all for the playoffs this year. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, I think that
Tyronn Lue said that, he talked about limiting minutes and whatnot. And if you're thinking of limiting minutes, I believe LeBron played about 36 last year and Kyrie and Love each played like 31 to 32. With that in mind, I don't know how much more you can limit Kyrie and Love from 32. 36 was already 3 less than his career average. So I'm intrigued to see how it plays out.
Without much of it. Have you looked at season odds for winning the championship?
Yeah.
What I mean is, like, the Warriors are minus 130 to win the championship right now. I think Cleveland's plus 300.
Yeah,
I think there's some really good kind of buys out there. Like I love the Pacers at 100 to 1.
So if they're, I'm literally the Pacers. What I wrote up about the Pacers was that they're probably my most exciting favorite team to watch this year. That'll be talked about not too much.
They're the good version of the Knicks. That's what they are. It's like what people want the Knicks to be. Superstar power forward, a good point guard. Some young talent. Like, that is, like, when any positive things people say about the Knicks is the truth about the Indiana Pacers. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, except I don't even compare the two because they're on different planets in my mind.
Right, but that's not the way the media talks about it.
No, we'll have a whole anti-media rant, but the Knicks aren't good. I'm sorry, they're not good.
So tonight, I'm playing over on FanDuel a little bit. I'm just wondering at center. So tonight we have to, that's where I think it's going to be won or lost on FanDuel is the center, which is basically Gasol, Gobert, Plumlee, Noah, Zaza. I think that's it. That's all you have. There's not even Tristan is a center over there. So, I'm mixing it all up. But, you were talking about preseason before. If you're going off preseason, you're 100%.
I can't hear you.
Anymore?
You're like going into fish. Yeah, now you don't. You lost your volume. Something's up with your headphones because it was making weird sounds the last.
Hello? Back now or no?
Yeah, you sound like a robot when you talk. Do I come through like a robot?
No. Let me just plug and unplug.
Come on, cat. That's my cat. If anyone's watching, he's a good boy. He likes jumping up on armrests. Still can't hear you. That's strange. What's up, Dad? Say hi to the people. Can't hear anything. You are deaf. Or not deaf. You are mute. That's strange. Out of nowhere? Oh, black cat. I still can't hear you. Not, yeah, you think it's me? All right, here, let's try this. Actually, let's try this. I'm gonna X out, invite me again. I'm gonna join on my tablet, not on my computer. Still can't hear you. This is a different device. I mean, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all?